morning students. Today I will start indifference curve approach or ordinal utility approach. Indifference curve approach was made by Professor J.R. Hicks. I have written here Professor J.R. Hicks. According to him, that consumer can rank the commodities or goods or commodities services according to his preferences. Because Professor Hicks does not like to give the number in preferences or satisfaction, because he said that the satisfaction is the psychological phenomenon. So according to him, we can rank the commodities according to our preferences. So that's why he likes to give the number of first rank, second rank and third rank. So it will be cleared. Here I want to say that assume that a consumer consumes two commodities. The name of these two commodities, apples and bananas. The consumer whether can rank apples first preferences, and then he can give the preferences of bananas in second rank. Either he can rank apple or bananas in such a way he can rank the commodities. Otherwise he is indifferent between apples and bananas. This means that both the commodities gives him the same level of satisfaction. In such a way consumer can rank his preferences. So here these approaches, that's why known as the ordinal utility approaches. In ordinal utility approaches, ranking is the most important thing. So now I have written here indifference curve approach. So first you have to know the meaning of indifference curve. Indifference curve, what is this? The meaning of the indifference curve is that the graphical representation of the satisfaction or the combination of the two goods when represented graphically, it is known as the indifference curve. It will be cleared with the help of the schedule and diagram. Here I have made the schedule. Schedule here, apples denoted A and bananas denoted B. So apples 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, total 5 apples, and bananas 15, 10, 6, 3 and 1. So there are two goods, apple and bananas, and next column is MRS, means marginal rate of substitution. So after drawing the diagram, then I will complete this column. So first apples and bananas we have to draw in the diagram. So two axes OX and OY. In OX axis apples, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 1 gap I have given here, I have taken here, and 3, 6, 9, 12 and 3, 15. Because the highest number is 15, that's why I divided this line in 3 gaps, 3, 6, 9, 12 and 15. Now put the value 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 15, 10, 16. So 1 apple, 15 bananas, 2 apple, 10 bananas, 3 apple, 6 bananas, 4 apple and 3, 5 apple, 1. So P, Q, R, S, T, these are the points, and we add these points and get the line. So this line is called the indifference curve line. Yeah, indifference curve. IC means indifference curve. So this is the indifference curves, and the shape of this indifference curve is downward sloping. So this curve is downward sloping curve. This is indifference and downward sloping curve. So P point refers to the combination of apples and bananas. So from this P point, how many apples? 1 apple and bananas 15. So this represents a combination 1 apple 15 bananas. Now this point R represents 3 apples 6 bananas. In such a way, these points on IC represents the combination of the two goods, and these points gives the same level of satisfaction to the consumer. That's why it is known as indifference curve. Now next point here, marginal rate of substitution. What is this marginal rate? Previous class I told you that marginal means when we increase extra 1 unit of a commodity, we have to sacrifice the another commodity. So from the schedule we have seen that the amount of apple increases 1 to 2. 1 to 2 means extra 1, delta 1, change in 1, 2 to 3, delta 1, change in 1. So change extra 1 unit. So when we increase 1 to 2, 2 to 3, extra 1 unit, then the banana's rate decreases. So from marginal rate of substitution, the formula will be delta A and delta B. Change in apple, change in bananas. In what you have to keep in mind when the commodities, first you see the schedule which one increases. So here apples increases. So you write in the denominator, so delta A, and which one decreases you write in numerator, so delta B. So now first dash, second changes 1 to 2, 1 changes, so write here 1, and 15 to 10 changes 5, so 1 is 5 is to 1. Next changes 1, 2 to 3 changes 1, so 10 to 6 4, 4 is to 1. Next also 1, 3, 3 is to 1, and next 1, 2, 2 is to 1. So changes, rate changes. When we increase extra 1 unit of a commodity, we have to sacrifice the another commodity. So the banana sacrifice 5, 4, 3, 2, and apple is constant. So apple increases, banana decreases. So one commodity increases means apples, the consumption of apple increases, and the consumption of bananas decreases. That's why the shape of the IC curve is downward sloping and it is looking like a convex shape. So this is convex shape. So from MRS, marginal rate of substitution, we can say what will be the shape of the diagram. Here decreases, that's why it is convex shape. If marginal rate increases, then it will be concave shape, or if it is constant, then it will be the straight line. So you have to keep in mind the shape depends on the marginal rate of substitution, but originally indifference curve looking like downward sloping convex shape. So now why convex? Because here 5, 4, 3, 2 I told. So now make in such a way line. We have seen that slope. This represents slope. This represents slope. This means extra 1 unit. This means extra 1 unit, and this means decreases. 15 to 10, 10 to 6. In such a way, this rate decreases. So this represents slope or delta. Slope or delta or marginal. So this slope, the size of this slope decreases. That's why it is known as marginal rate of substitution and looking like convex shape. Clear up to this? So now from this schedule and diagram you can memorize the indifference curve's definition. So what is indifference curve definition? Indifference curve represents the combination of the two goods, here apple and bananas, which gives the same level of satisfaction to the consumer. So it is very easy definition. So IC represents the combination of the two goods which gives the same level of satisfaction to the consumer. This is the definition. Now next I am going to write here downward sloping shape. Now next I draw here another IC1, IC and IC1, two indifference curve I have drawn here. Now which one will be represent the higher level of satisfaction? So IC1 represent higher level of satisfaction and IC represents lower level of satisfaction. So in what way? Now next I am writing down point P on IC represents O1, this amount of A and this amount of B. Now next IC1, the point Q represents 1 to 2, so the gap is larger, so apple increases and bananas constant. So which one increases? So this point represents the higher satisfaction. That's why the consumer wants to purchase this commodity, these bundles, because Q point gives the higher level of satisfaction and P point gives the lower level of satisfaction. If I again I draw another IC 2, so which one will be the high level of satisfaction? IC2. IC2 will represent the high level of satisfaction. So from this structure it is clear, in IC curve the higher level of IC represents higher level of satisfaction and lower IC represents the lower level of satisfaction. Now next, I have drawn 4 IC curves. So together 4 IC curve called IC map. So together 4 IC curve represents IC map. So what is IC map? IC map refers to the family of IC curves. So these together represent IC map. So what is IC map? Family of IC curve represents IC map. This is very important concept. Now next, I draw IC curve here. The point inside T, the point outside of R. So which point will give the high level of satisfaction? Just now I told. So the point T below IC represents, point T below IC represents inferior bundle. Inferior bundle. Inferior bundle of goods. Bundle of goods, because there are 2 goods, that's why. Inferior bundle, why? Because from this point if you draw another IC in such a way, so this IC curve below the IC, this IC1 below the IC curve, and below IC represents lower level of satisfaction. Now point R outside of IC curve, this is the preferred bundle. This is the point R represents preferred bundle. Why? Because if we draw another IC named IC2, this IC curve is higher than IC. That's why IC2 represents higher level of satisfaction, and this point R point represents preferred bundle of the commodities, and T points represent the lower inferior bundles of the commodities. So clear up to this? So next day I will say the assumptions of the indifference curve and the properties of indifference curve, and just now I will tell you the monotonic preferences. What is monotonic preferences? Monotonic preferences. Monotonic preferences states that the consumers always prefers the bundle which give him the maximum level of satisfaction. So now I am giving the example here, the two bundles, 10 apple and 9 banana. This is our first bundle, and next 10 apple and 10 bananas. So this is the second bundle. So which one will prefer by the consumer? 10 apple, 9 bananas, and 10 apple, 10 bananas. So this bundle will be preferred by the consumers because here 9 bananas, here 10 bananas. So here extra 1 bananas the consumer will get. That's why this bundle will be preferred by the consumer, and this is this situation is called the monotonic preference situation. So this word is very important word. What is monotonic preference? Monotonic preference represents that the consumer will prefer this bundle which gives him the highest level of satisfaction. So today up to this, next I will start assumptions and properties of indifference curves. Thank you.